Early this year, the government banned private recruitment firms from sending Ugandans abroad to work as domestic workers. The move followed a rise in cases of harassment and exploitation of Ugandans by employers in some Arab states. A team from the Ministry of Gender, Labor and Social Development recently traveled to Dubai, Abu Dhabi and Qatar to assess the working conditions of Uganda. The State Minister of Labor, Herbert Kabafunzachi, who led the team, noted that the exportation of labor isn't a bad thing in itself, but called for it to be streamlined. He told NTV about the agreements they entered into with leaders in the Arab states.
Because we saw it very necessary that if these countries, since we don't have agreements with them, if you would sign bilateral agreements, maybe the conditions of workers would stabilize. Because if you don't have agreements, that means the conditions, everybody may do what he wants to do.
A number of countries are reported to have responded positively to the request to enter the agreement with the foreign employers. Jordan is the only country in the Middle East that has signed the agreement so far.
In Jordan, I found out interesting situations. In that for them, they don't have this problem of workers suffering. Their laborers are very much outtrained.
Under the agreement, labor exporting firms will be expected to provide accommodation, air tickets, and pay for the visas of their clients.
Because if you look at the Qatar issue, they have decided to start bringing up accommodation for the workers, most especially the cleaners, the housemaids, so that they don't stay at the homes of their employers.
Officials also revealed that some of the youngsters who have been complaining of harassment fear to report the cases because they traveled to those countries illegally.
You can see some of these issues are politicized. For example, I urge Ugandans not to go to the Middle East or to any other country illegally. So on the streets, a girl told me, for us, some Ugandans come, they pay us $200 and tell people on social media that we are suffering. For example, in Oman, people who are suffering, they don't know, they went through Kenya. They are taken as Kenyans. Now, if you went through Kenya, how are we going to make sure that you solve your problem?
Many of the young people who seek jobs abroad are in search for better pay. However, the minister says the government is working on attracting more investors to provide jobs for the unemployed Ugandans.
We have avenues where we are going to make sure that Ugandans also who are unemployed get employed. Their green jobs is there, the youth livelihood fund is there, the women fund is there. From this ministry, we are injecting billions of money to make sure that women have these projects.
The ministry maintains that agreements with the Arab states will be concluded in the next 3 to 4 months. More research all in TV Weekend Edition.
Sorry.